So let's all say Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai 3 times. Avatar
Avatar Meher
Meher
Baba
Meher
ki
Baba
Jai.
ki
Baba
Jai.
ki jai.
Avatar Meher
Avatar
Baba
Meher
ki
Baba
Jai.
ki
Baba
Jai.
ki jai.
Avatar
Avatar
Meher Baba
Meher
Meher
Baba
ki
Baba
ki
Jai.
ki
Jai.
jai.
Jai Baba. Over to you, Pratap
Thank
ji,
you. Thank
please.
you, all of you. Thank you so much. As we had decided last week that I'll be talking something about the last days of Dr. Ghani. Just before that, I would say a few words about his last day with Meher Baba. As we have studied through the books that when Baba started his new life in 1949 on 16th of October, Ghani was not very prepared to accompany Baba. He was reluctant to accompany Baba. And in fact, Baba wanted him to go with Baba in the new life, to join in the new life. Baba wanted him along with him. But then Ghani had his own problems about his family. As you know, you must know about what were his family responsibilities. Ghani had four daughters, one, two, three, four, and one son. Two of his daughters were married to two sons of Ramju Abdullah. One was Baggu, that is elder one, and another was Ali, who was younger to Baggu. And as you know, that Ali became a trustee of Avatar Meher Baba Trust. These two were married to Dr. Ghani's two daughters, and one daughter was married to some person by name Kazi. She was the eldest one, and he had only one young girl was not married. The wife, Dr. Ghani's wife, after Ghani dropped his body for quite some years, his wife and his youngest daughter, they used to attend the weekly programs. And at times in Guruprasad also. Dr. Ghani's son also used to attend, but then Dr. Ghani was not very happy about his short involvement or less involvement in Baba subjects. But then one can understand that Ghani had all these responsibility, and then one would like to appreciate that what were the source of income that he was having to maintain his family. In fact, I was too young to inquire into these matters, but then when as I became matured in my understanding, I always feel that it must be a very hard life for Dr. Ghani. When his four daughters were married to Ramju's sons, I see a active hand of Meher Baba in arranging these two marriages. And the eldest one was married. She was quite well-to-do, but she had no children. And the last one was not married, I said. So when with these responsibilities, Ghani was not being prepared to accompany Baba in his new life. But then somehow indirectly Baba suggested that he must accompany Baba on the new life. And when he understood about Baba's wish, then he gave his answer yes. And so he was there along with Baba in new life. His health was very delicate. He was not, his movements used to be very slow and happy-go-lucky time, taking his own time. These were such were the movements of his body. And he had very weak heart. In fact, on the first walk, when they started from Ahmednagar, first stop and then the next stop, he had a heart attack. That was a minor heart attack, but then Baba, according to the new life conditions, he just only allowed him to have a little rest and then had to continue his walk along with Baba. Now, coming to the new lifetime, Baba had come to Dehradun. He had started from Belgaum, thereafter going to several places, and ultimately he came to Dehradun in northern India. And there, at so many places, they have suffered so many hard time, very hard time. And one place, again, Dr. Ghani had heart trouble, but somehow it was very very awkward situation, because Baba had sent Adi, Dr. Ghani, and one by name Anna 104. These three were sent ahead for searching for a place for Baba's Mandali to stay, Baba's companions to stay along with Mir Baba. And then the other condition was that they should find out somebody to provide Baba and Mandali food in Bhiksha, in alms, as alms. They have to serve, they have to send food. And then from there to go to Dehradun, they would ask to purchase tickets for Meher Baba and the whole group. These were the conditions for these. Find out some people who can fulfill these conditions. The three were sent ahead, and there also Ghani had heart attack. So all these throughout this period of new life up to the time, Meher Baba reached Dehradun, Ghani was not he in fact he was every time he would never express himself, express his sufferings, and that was the condition of a new life, of course. And then he used to bear it within himself. But then body is body; it speaks by itself. And looking to this, Baba, Baba placed before all these mandali a plan, A, B, C, ABC plan. A had 3 sub-clauses. B was independent and C was the last one. Now, I am not going to in details of this, what were the conditions of that thing, those plans. You can find out from the books. But then there, Ghani Baba had given choice to all the people, because the new life was going to be harder and harder day by day. And some of the people were there, like Dr. Gani and like Anna 104. He was also a very old person. They had they they may not have been able to continue with this hardship in the new life. So Baba had placed before them option for these different plans, and in the plan which was 1C, 1C, C is sub clause, 1 is the main clause. The companions were allowed to go to their families, live with their families, and their connection with Meher Baba as a companions of Meher Baba will remain in spite of their going away from the group. This was the condition. Gani selected that plan in which he was able to go home and stay with his family. Now, and they were not supposed to see Meher Baba. They were not allowed to see Meher Baba thereafter. Physical connection was altogether broken in that case. But then they were still under the new life. Now, three three people, four people were sent. One was Dr. Gani, another was Adi Kirani, third was Anna 104, and fourth was somebody. I will tell you afterwards. Anyway, four were there, and they were allowed to go and stay at their places. And accordingly, Gani had come back to Pune. Now, Baba had started his new life in 1949 on 16th of October. That time, before that, Gani had established a very close contact with the young boys of Poona Bhajan Mandali. In fact, that Bhajan Mandali was created in the presence of Dr. Gani and Mr. Gadekar. These were the people who were guiding these young boys. They knew nothing about Meher Baba, but then Gani used to come practically every day and then tell them about Meher Baba, the whole ins and outs of Meher Baba's life and up to that time. So during the first phase, that is up to going on new life, Gani was focusing his talks on his childhood. He's playing with the children of the lanes and violins, running of the kites, playing a game called Atapata, playing marbles, playing cricket, playing hockey, playing football in the lanes on the roads. And those days there was not much rush of these vehicles and that, but then they used to even play on the roads also. So that time, very funny stories Gani used to explain to us. And after he went on new life, of course, there was a gap, a big gap, and then until Gani comes back, there was the Poona Bhajan Mandali. They started his activity, they kept his activity, they continued their activities without even Dr. Gani. They had a bhajan program, they had some talks by senior people, they had some study groups and all that. They kept on with these programs. And after Gani returned from the new life, his whole focus was on the stories of new life. And when he used to tell these stories of new life, there are very funny times during new life also. But while telling these stories of new life, we could feel a sadness on his mind. It was reported that when that at the time of departing, that was at Dehradun, when they depart, when he started back to Pune, that time was very touching time, very emotional time. And even after coming to Pune, Gani had the same heaviness on his mind. He was feeling that pangs of separation from Meher Baba. After all, Meher Baba was his childhood friend, and in spite of the family responsibilities, his mind was really inclined to Meher Baba. And one other thing I would like to point out is that Meher Baba also never allowed Dr. Ghani to settle quietly in his family life, in his material life. Somehow he would create situation, and Dr. Ghani had to go to Meher Baba. There are several such incidents. So Baba also, on the other hand, Baba also never allowed Dr. Ghani to settle in his material life. Now, when after he came back from new life, as I told you, he was telling the stories of new life. There was, after 1 year, on the 16th of February 1950, 49, Baba started new life in the year 50. On the same day, 16th October, Baba held a meeting in Mahabaleshwar. That time, Gani was present in that meeting. That is the only occasion. We have been so very close to Dr. Gani that every time we meet, he will give us lot of information about Meher Baba. I mean, in a very funny way, in a very interesting way. He had a very beautiful style of telling stories. And and then, in spite of the feeling that he had after separating from Meher Baba, he never showed it on his face. We could sense it, we could feel it. There is an agony in his heart. Somewhere it is pinching. And then that in that meeting, that is the only occasion when we saw Meher Baba and Gani together. Baba was there also. He was teasing Gani. He was playing mischief with Dr. Gani in that meeting also. When people used to offer coconuts, Baba would throw it to Dr. Gani, and Gani would be difficult for him to catch it, and he will turn down. Several times it happened. It was a beautiful meeting. I was present there. That was the first time when many of Pune people, Bhajan Mandali people, had taken saw Baba. It was not darshan program. It was a meeting. And then thereafter, this was in the month of October, and thereafter in the month of December of the same year, 1950, the Poona Bhajan Mandali, about whom Baba had all the praises for these Poona Bhajan Mandali from the Gani himself. Gani had all the praise for these Bhajan Mandali boys, young boys, very talented boys, very dedicated boys, having full conviction in Meher Baba, unadulterated love for Meher Baba. These news were passed on to Baba by Dr. Gani himself from his earlier experience, pre new life experience. He used to convey convey this praise to Baba. And then Baba invited the Mandali in the month of December. The occasion was Mehra's birthday. Baba asked the Mandali to come to Mahabaleshwar and give a singing program. Now just see, the group was called a Gani group. It was popularly called a Gani group. and Gani was not invited for that uh, for that occasion. The first performance before Baba of a group which was nurtured by Gani, which was guided by Gani. When that program was fixed of that group, Gani was not invited, and he definitely felt the pinch of this. After the program was very nice program, very happy program. In fact, one incident I would like to say is that for that program, just just few days, just couple of days before, Khak Sahib was a very senior member of Baba's Mandali, old member of Baba's Mandali, very respectable person, a poet in his nature. He had composed a song, and it has become very famous incident. He had composed a song, and he had given that song to one of our senior members who was leading the group, arranging the whole matters about the travel of this group to Mahabaleshwar. Khan Sahib gave that paper to him. That paper was written in Urdu. Mr. Thadi, who was organizing the group, he was not knowing Urdu language, so he took it to Dr. Gani. And Gani remarked that the whole poetry of Khak indicates that Khak has seen Mir Baba in his real form. Khak has seen Baba in his original form. That is the remark which Dr. Gani passed. It indicates, that's what he said. But then he, on his own, from his own, he gave his composition for that occasion with the request that, looking to the mood of Meher Baba and the situation, we should present that song also before Baba. In fact, today is that main focus is on that song. That song is, which Dr. Gani had written, is a really beautiful song. I will sing it afterward, telling the name meaning. But then, before that, I will tell you that after about a month or 2 months, Gani receives a letter from Meher Baba inviting him to stay with him for a week's time. Now just see a person who is so much craving for the darshan of, can we be close, be near to Meher Baba, and not have been invited for a great event of the Bhajan Mandali before Baba, gets a separate special invitation from Meher Baba, and he in fact he became very happy. But that song which has composed thereafter, the reply to Baba's poetic letter, the reply is also in a poetic way. But that words and the whole matter, what he has written, that reveals the agony which he has in his heart in a very amazing words. I will like to read that original letter. You must have several times read that, but this will be proper time to read it once again. The letter which Dr. Baba writes is, you see, Baba's way of writing is also very teasing. Baba says, if you are well, if you feel swell, SWELL, if you have not gone mad, or don't say you are sad, have no material loss from servant or boss, no talk of old life or child or wife. See the words Meher Baba using just to tease Dr. Ghani, but entertain me with jokes and poetry. Will pay both fares, but won't listen to your cares. Then come for 8 days. So Meher Baba says, don't give me pain by asking material gain. Talk of spiritual benefit will give you gobar and shit. Gobar means cow dung. In new life, no responsibility, of reward, no possibility. Now Ghani felt highly honored and delighted at this most unexpected invitation from compassionate companion. For an answer, he spontaneously wrote the following stanzas and mailed them promptly to Baba. See the Dr. Ghani's reply. Received your loving letter. I feel awfully better. In India, is India getting dry? It never looked to me better. There was a prohibition in our part in the Maharashtra, a portion of India. There was prohibition that referring to that. He said, is India getting dry? It never looked me better. A thousand thoughts and what not. It looked almost a boycott. See the way of expressing the agony of his heart. It looked almost a boycott. 12 months, no ink or no ink pot. 12 months now, no ink or no ink pot. I could not get the upshot. Now he is turning to some of the Mandali members. See the nature, amusing nature, joking nature of Dr. Ghani. And Jal with dates noting. Gadekar drowned in dotting. With Papa seemingly bloating. And Ramju meaningly gloating. This atmosphere was pretty sure could not very long endure. De facto verdict for a cure could not ignore my stand de jure. Accepting all your orders will come for dates and numbers. On mind, no madness murdered, be damned the cares and thunders, hoping there are no blunders. Forever I remain yours. Thereafter, a small couplet again Baba composed and sent to Dr. Ghani was, after carefully you are later noting, I feel like going boating. If any of my orders you break, your body on the Ganges will be floating. This was the end of that conversation, that communication. And Gani, of course, enjoyed Baba's closeness for 8 days. And when he came back, he was so very happy, so very happy. In fact, he was boiling with joy. We had meeting thereafter, and he was so very happy. As if all that which was weighing heavy on his mind was cleared off, and he was fully satisfied with whatever he could earn during these 8 days. And in the month of August, the news was issued that Dr. Gani passed away of a heart attack. The cause of his heart attack was very pitiful, I would say. When I think about that 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 cause, I feel very sad about it. Very unfortunate end. What had happened is that he had been invited for giving a talk in one Urdu school, Anglo Urdu school. That was the name of that school. It is a college now, but those days it was a school. And often Gani used to go there for giving a talk. He had quite good many friends of the teachers and lecturers in that school. And Gani, at that age, with that delicate health, he rode the distance on bicycle. His body and his health was not so very strong to cover up that distance on bicycle. Very sad situation that was. Now one can understand he didn't. I'm just really feel very sad about that. He might have not afforded to go in Tonga. And that is why he must have chosen to go on bicycle. The distance was quite far off, and because of that exertion, he had heart attack, a failure of heart, and then he passed away. In the just before evening, we came to know about this, and we ran to his place. His body was lying there, Ramju and all the other people were sitting there, and we sat there first time, sometime. Then they had decided to carry that body the next day to Lonavala. When the body received it, we went in, the body was taken in ambulance and we went in the trains. When we got down from the train, the body has already reached, and it was about that procession was about to start, and it was heavily raining. Lonavala is already a place of heavy rains. That day particularly it was heavily raining and everyone was holding umbrellas on our head. So the whole long road was covered with people having umbrellas on their head. We went there on the burial ground and waited there, and then we returned back to Pune. What I want to emphasize that at times, many times when he used to sit late hours with us from our place. I was staying in the hostel. The superintendent was Baba Lover, and we group of people used to accompany him up to his house. It was not very, it was a walking distance, or not very far off. We used to walk very slowly along with Dr. Gani. On the way, he will keep on telling the story, keep on explaining the certain spiritual matters. It was every time it should be like that. And in the midnight also at times, we would walk up to his place, we leave him there and come back. And if the program is somewhere else, we will arrange for the tonga, a horse-drawn carriage. We will arrange for that. But that particular day, we didn't know about this, that he is going for that talk. And the situation compelled him to go on bicycle, and he had a severe heart attack. On his death, there was heavy rains, but when I forgot to tell you that when Khak Sahib had ordered that song to one of our people, after 2 days he passed away. So at the time of Khak Sahib, there was rains, but earlier to his burial, it was all muddy ground there. But Dr. Gani's time, the procession was in full rain. A strange coincidence. Now I will just read out the meaning, read out the song and the meaning of it. The song, the words, original words are अभी अभी दिन था, अभी अभी रात है, किस्मत के चक्कर में कुदरत का हाथ है. What a sunny day it was. What a sunny day it was. And in a moment's time, what a dreadful night. Now it was sunny day. The next moment it was a dreadful night. And God's hand is on the wheel of my fate. किस्मत के चक्कर में कुदरत का हाथ है. In the whole revolving wheel of my fate, there is a hand of God, meaning whatever happens in my life according to my fate, that fate is guided by God. नई जिंदगानी के दिल में जो ठानी, दुनिया की हमसे बड़ी बदगुमानी. कोई समझे हीला, कोई समझी मात है, हजारों जुबां पर अलग अलग बातें. What he says that when we thought of going on new life, the people had misunderstandings about our decision to go on new life. Some people say that it was running away from the realities of their life, and some say it was a an excuse to run away from the realities of life. That was the new life. नई जिंदगानी की दिल में जो ठानी, दुनिया की हमसे बड़ी बदगुमानी. कोई समझे हीला, कोई समझे माते, हजारों जुबां पर अलग अलग बातें. Many people have their different versions, different understanding, different way of criticizing our decision to go on new life. They say these people are not able to face the realities of their life. That is why they are running away from the life. बचपन का साथी मगर नेक्स्ट सैंजाइज बचपन का साथी मगर जर से था खाली, जरवालों का बना अल्लाह वाली. अभी अभी जीत थी, अभी अभी माथे, सरमाएदारों की देखा नजात थी. Now, what he said that he was my childhood. He is talking about Meher Baba. This is the song which Gani had composed when we were to perform. We were going to perform before Baba for the first time. We first sang the song of Khak Sahib, which was a little bit serious song, and Baba had become very serious about it. Baba's face looked very painful, and he was quiet for some time, completely quiet. And thereafter he regained his mood, and then this song was started by us, by Dr. Gani. We didn't tell Baba as to whose composition is this. But very first two lines when we sang, अब ये भी दिन था, अब ये भी रात है, किस्मत के चक्कर में कुदरत का हाथ है. The first two lines, now it was sunlight, now it is dreadful night, and on the wheel of my life, my fate, there is a hand of God. The moment we sang these two lines, Baba's face entirely changed into joy and happiness. I still remember that face. When I remember those days, that particular time, I remember Baba's face. It was glowing when he heard these two lines, and he gestured like this. Sorry. He gestured like this. That is Mota Doka, big head. Baba immediately recognized who has composed this song. And then whole song was sung before Baba. So next stanza is बचपन का साथी मगर जर से था खाली. He was childhood friend of mine, but he was penniless. He was empty pocket, no money with him. But the same person has become the, what should I say, the savior of rich people. अभी अभी जीत थी, अभी अभी मार. Now it was felt that we are winning. The next time we find that we are losing. And last line is सरमाएदारों की देखा नजर आती. Those who are capitalists, he, my friend, he was the one who provided capital to capitalist persons, the one who had empty pocket. He becomes the provider of money to the richest people. हंसना भी आए उन्हें रोना भी आए बिरहा की जख्मों का था न पाए. He knows well how to smile, how and when to smile, how and when to laugh. He knows well. He was expert in that act. बिरहा की जख्मों का था न पाए. Here he speaks of his agony in his heart. He can laugh and he can weep also. He is the best actor. He knows how to when and how to laugh, and he knows when to shed tears or when to be sad. But he cannot fathom the depth of my heart, which is full of suffering, full of agony. There are wounds of separation from him. The separation from him has created wounds on my heart, and he doesn't know that. He cannot know that. He cannot go deep into it. अभी अभी प्यार था अभी भी ला थे. In a moment's time, he will embrace you lovingly, and the very next moment he'll kick you away. बरसों की चाहे दो ना चाह गोया 2 दिन की बात थी. अभी था कुछ आसमां अभी बन गया जमी. In a moment's of it was in the sky, and the next moment it was on the ground. समझे बेड़ा पार था मगर है मगर अब तक कभी. I thought that catching hold of him or going along with him, I would be freed from all my bindings, all my bindings of life. समझे बेड़ा पार था मगर है मगर कभी. By catching hold of him, I will be in a few in a little time I will be freed from all these bondages of my life. But what I find is that I am at the same spot where I had started. No progress at all. समझे बेड़ा पार था है मगर अब तक वही. मुर्दा दिल की बातों साहेब हयात है. Oh, dead one. He is calling himself to dead one. He says he is the Sahib, the master is a life. Master is a life itself. Master itself is life. And whereas you are a dead, you are a dead head, you are a dead person. He is living person, all the time living. मुंसिफ की माया में दोबारा बरत है. He said in the life of Munsif, he had faced death procession twice. In those days, we were told that when Dr. Ghani refers to this death procession twice, the two occasions where once he was going to commit suicide that time, and first occasion was when his dispensary, homeopathy dispensary in Mumbai, in Bombay, Baba had taken a broom and cleaned it, swept all the dust. And Dr. Ganesh used to say that he has not swept my the dust of my dispensary. He has swept off all my practice, medical practice. That is why I say that Dr. Baba has never allowed Dr. Ghani to settle in his material life. Now I'll sing that song and then we finish up today's session. अभी अभी दिन था, अभी अभी रात है, अभी अभी दिन था, अभी अभी रात है, किस्मत के चक्कर में कुदरत का हाथ है, किस्मत के चक्कर में कुदरत का हाथ है, अभी अभी दिन था, अभी अभी रात है, किस्मत के चक्कर में कुदरत का हाथ है, किस्मत के चक्कर में कुदरत का हाथ है। बचपन का साथी मगर घर से थकानी, घर वालों का बना अल्लाह वाली। बचपन का साथी मगर घर से थकानी, घर वालों का बना अल्लाह वाली, अल्लाह वाली। Sorry. I forgot to open the page. नई जिंदगानी की दिल में जो ठानी, दुनिया की हमसे बड़ी बदगुमानी, बड़ी बदगुमानी। कोई समझे ही ना, कोई समझे माते, कोई समझे ही ना, कोई समझे माते। हजारों जुबा पर अलग अलग बातें, हजारों जुबा पर अलग बातें, हजारों जुबा पर अलग अलग बातें। बचपन का साथी मगर घर से न खाने, घर वालों का बना अल्लाह वाली, अल्लाह वाली। अभी अभी जीत थी, अभी अभी बात है, अभी अभी जीत थी, अभी अभी बात है। सरमाएदारों की देखा न जाते, सरमाएदारों की देखा न जाते। हंसना भी आए उन्हें रोना भी आए, हंसना भी आए उन्हें रोना भी आए। बिरहा की थान पाए, थान पाए। हंसना भी आए उन्हें रोना भी आए, बिरहा की जख्मों का थान पाए, थान पाए। अभी अभी प्यार था, अभी अभी लाते हैं, अभी अभी प्यार था, अभी अभी लाते। बरसों की चाहे, बरसों की चाहे गोया 2 दिन की बात है। अभी अभी लात, अभी अभी प्यार था, अभी अभी लाते। बरसों की चाह गोया 2 दिन की बात है। अभी था कुछ आसमां, अभी बन गया जमीन, समझे बेड़ा पार था है मगर अब तक वही है, मगर अब तक वही। अभी अभी तक कुछ आसमां अभी बन गया गनी, समझे बेड़ा पार था है मगर अब तक वही है, मगर अब तक वही मुर्दा दिल की बात साहेब हयात है, मुर्दा दिल की बात सुन तो साहेब हयात है, मुंसिफ की माया में दोबारा बरात है, मुंसिफ की माया में दोबारा बरात है, अभी अभी दिन था अभी अभी रात है, किस्मत के चक्कर में कुदरत का हाथ है, किस्मत के चक्कर में कुदरत का हाथ है, किस्मत के चक्कर में कुदरत का हाथ है। Just last para I would read of the many things I have had to renounce and to suffer in this new life. The passing of Gani is among the greatest. To me, more than to any of you, Gani was unique, and of all the work that still remains to be done for me by others, there is much that could have been done for me by Gani and none else. The big head of his was truly a treasure house in which wisdom and wit were blended to perfection. We were intimate friends since our earliest years, and no one knows better than I how courageous and how loyal and loving was his heart. To me, therefore, Gani is irreplaceable, both as a friend and as a tool of my work. These were the
Wow, what a tribute.
remark Baba has made.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Baba.
What a tribute, I said, from Baba. Beautiful words. Beautiful
Yes.
words from Baba. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
beautiful words, beautiful words. Very, very. Baba had given me such a what a great honor. In fact,
Yeah.
Baba had issued this circular, a very touching story of Dr. Gani. Now, with
Now,
your permission, I will take Aarti.
yeah.
Then we will talk
Pratapji.
little about it. If you feel I will talk little about Dr. Gani, but we take Aarti first, and then we, if
Yes.
required, we will have some conversation. That will
Okay.
that do?
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
Thank
Yes.
very
you.
well. Very well.
Yes, yes. जहाँ कल्पना शब्द पहुँचे ऐसे नीति नीति पुकारे महिमा तोरी अपार दिव्य सनातन परम दयाघन दिव्य सनातन परम दयाघन हे जगदोद्धारो मेहरमनि आरती स्वीकारो मेहरमनि आरती स्वीकारो धूप दीप चंदन चरकाना भोग लगाना फूल चढ़ाना तुम राही तुमको लौटाना काहे बड़ाई करो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो सकल निधि के तुम कारण हो सकल कारण हारे हो तुम समोर नहीं तुम ही हो हे सत्य अवतारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो सकल चराचर तुम्हारी माया माया भी तो तुम्हारी छाया तुमरा अंत न कोई पाया तुम हो अनंत करो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो अपने को जब जो नहीं जाने महिमा तुम्हारी क्या पहचाने जो कुछ भी कहते अनजाने गुण गाते तुम्हारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो श्रीमानाही तुम्हारी कृपा को क्या कोई दे सकता प्रभु तुमको भीख तुम्ही दो प्रेमी जनों को नित्य तुम्हें सुमिरो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो दिव्य सनातन परम दया गए दिव्य सनातन परम दया गए हे जगदोद्धारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो Jai Baba. Yes, please. Anything you want to say, you can say now.
Pratap,
Yes, please.
in that line of, and Maya is but thy shadow. Which word is shadow? Maya be
Chaya. It is chaya. Chaya. Chaya means
okay.
shadow. Yeah.
A
Yeah.
shadow. Thank you.
Chaya
Yeah.
means the shadow.
Yeah.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Sakal
Pratapji,
charachara tumhi maya. That
Yeah.
maya or the illusion is your shadow.
Wow. Wow.
God as illusion.
I have one question, Pratapji. The
Yes,
songs
please.
of Khak Sahib and Ghani, who sang in front of Baba? Who sang?
Which one? The song which I sang.
No,
That was
the
only
song which
once.
you sang, and also Khak Sahib song.
Only
Wrote?
once during that time only. Thereafter, it was sung nowhere. It was
Okay.
sometimes, certain times, we sing on
Okay.
such an occasion. Now here, because it was the occasion, that is why I sang. But usually we don't sing. Only if the story of Dr. Ghani is to be explained, then of course we sing the song.
Right. In
Otherwise,
front of
Baba, before Baba is only one. Sorry. Yes, please.
before Baba, who sang that? Who sang these two songs?
We Madhusudan and we party,
Okay.
Bhajan
Okay.
party.
Okay.
In Bhajan party, Madhusudan was the leader. There was no ladies, just mind it.
Okay. Okay.
Madhusudan was the leader. I was there, and Narendra Thade was there, and for playing dholak, there
Mhm.
was one dholak man, and of course there was one tabla player also who was Madhusudan's brother. So these were the people who were singers.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Thank you. That's a beautiful song there. Actually, that song reminded me of some Hindi song that used to play on Radio Ceylon.
Yes, yes, yes. That tune is tune is
Yeah, yeah. The melody is
छुपो छुपो खड़ी हो जरूर कोई बात
Zarur
है.
Koi Baat Hai. Yeah, right, exactly.
Yes, yes, that tune is cinema tune. Yes,
Right, right.
you're correct.
Thank you, Sir Pratap ji. Any other questions? Anybody?
Pratap, when you were reading that, you were reading out of a book or something about Ghani having that perfect balance of the wit and wisdom. Wit and wisdom. Where were you reading from? You were holding something up and reading about Ghani's wit and wisdom.
Right. Those are Baba's words.
Yes,
Yeah, but where was he reading them from? He has a book or something.
Right. So Pratap ji, kahan se pad rahe the aap? Where were you reading that Baba's comments from on Ghani?
please repeat what you say.
No, Baba commented after Ghani passed away, and he wrote all these nice words that you shared, you read. Something about that he has perfect balance of wisdom and wit. आपने
That was actually circular issued by Meher Baba
Oh, in a circular.
okay.
about Ghani. After
Yes.
Ghani passed away, there was circular which Baba had issued, and we in our because we were so very close to Ghani, we had read it collectively in our meeting. So that was the great thing which Baba expressed about Dr. Ghani.
Really, really, that is true. Wow.
And just during the Manonash period, Baba was to go. Afterward, Baba went there in Khoja Goda and sat there for seclusion. But before that, there was one occasion when there was some meeting where prayers used to be recited, and some sort of a God determined step. That was
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
that was the title which Baba had given. And for that matter, Ghani was also expected to be present, but in between he passed away. And then, as a proxy, Baba had called Ramju's eldest son, Baggu. His name was Baggu. He was called as a proxy. So Ghani was so very dear to Meher Baba. Even his early time, the childhood time, was also very enjoyable stories about that time also.
Right. And he was born in the same year, 1894.
It was I was told that he was elder to Meher Baba by 1 year, about 1 year.
Oh, so it's not
Yes,
1894. Okay.
no, not same year. He is elder to Meher Baba.
Oh, okay. 1893 then.
What day was Ghani born? What day?
That's a good one. I don't.
What day was Ghani born? Birth?
Day of the week or the day itself, date itself. Uh,
What she wants to say, what to know?
what day was Ghani born? Which
What
Birth-
month? Day?
month?
Birthday.
Birthday. Yeah.
जन्म कधी झाला ते विचारतायत. धनींचा जन्म कधी झाला ते विचारतायत.
No, that just a minute. That we don't have that information, but in when he used to give talk, once he had said that when Baba made him stay with him in the ashram after that incident of he going to commit suicide, he was taken to Meher Baba's ashram and he was compelled to stay there. That time, Gani complained that what is this life? Simply just coming and sitting before you, and even I am so fond of reading, I don't have any. But the Baba asked him, what you want? Do you want books? Whatever books you want, you just choose yourself and tell. We will make available to all the books. And then he chose books and he was provided with books. And what Gani had said, that I still remember, that whatever Gani said, I used to take out very difficult questions, very difficult spiritual questions to Baba. And then he used to say that Baba, even he was younger to me by 1 year, he used to give a very spontaneous answer to, very satisfactory answer to all the questions.
Wow.
That is why we
So-
know that he was younger to, he was older.
Oh.
You got
And
it?
so when did he do that? I mean, in the teens. I mean, which years
Yeah.
roughly?
Yes. We don't know even the year, but he himself,
Okay. Okay.
in spite of the fact he was younger to me,
Mm.
he used to give spontaneous answers, so very apt answers.
That's beautiful.
So he
So-
was a homeopathic doctor. Gani was homeopathic doctor.
He was homeopathy doctor. He was homeopathy
Yes,
doctor.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
homeopathy doctor. Yes.
Bullseye. I would think bullseye with him. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
In fact, he has acquired a good position, good money. He has married. Everything was all right, but then somehow that declining took place. It is the one who comes in contact with God.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
One has to face death. So we say at Jai Baba Avatar.
Baba told him to sweep.
Thank you,
Baba
so
told
much.
him to.
Yeah.
Baba told him to sweep his own shop, and after
Yes.
that,
Yes,
nobody
yes.
would. He couldn't get anybody. No client. Nobody came. All his patients went. He lost all his patients. Disappeared
Mm.
when he swept his own shop. His Baba instructed him.
He was in the pit of wisdom.
Oh, dear.
I
That's
did-
before he thought Baba was God. Even I think
Mm.
that was before he was convinced of anything.
Mm.
Before Cosmopath, I think that was even before Cosmopath. I think.
wow,
Yeah,
wow.
maybe not, but I think maybe, I don't know.
He has swept his own
There was
shop.
really Gani's life with Baba. It's a chapter by itself. It is a history by itself.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
enjoying one who listens to it, and that too when we used to hear from Gani's mouth, it was really feast of
Precious,
mm,
precious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
is full of love. And by his behavior, one would feel that Gani is very arrogant towards Baba, but it was not so. Gani
Wow.
had, that is what Baba had said, his heart was so very loyal.
Yeah.
In that message Baba has said. So
Now,
Gani used to say, Baba, Gani has accepted Baba as the highest of the high, and he used to tell us that this is the costliest diamond which I am placing in your hands.
Oh,
Don't lose it even at the cost of your life.
wow.
Very
Beautiful.
sternly, he used to say that.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
beautiful, beautiful way to say.
Yes,
no,
Costly.
no,
yes.
no. Once again, can you tell that again,
Yes,
Pratapji?
tell again.
Pratapji,
परत सांग.
Can you say again?
Again.
regarding the
Now,
diamond, what was that he put there? I mean, what was exchanged?
now Prakash,
About the diamond.
Yeah.
sorry,
Costly,
you want
No,
me to say something?
costliest
you,
diamond. Costliest diamond. Say again.
Say again. Gani was
regard,
diamond. Diamond.
Sorry,
Please
ba, ba,
repeat. Repeat.
ba,
Say again.
Say again.
you mean Baba's remark about me?
Yes,
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 yes, yes.
yes, yes.
yes.
Baba has said how loyal his heart was. You
Mhm.
want me to read this little portion of it? It
Sure.
is very, 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 very.
मी काय म्हणाले ते पण पाहिजे त्यांना.
केव्हा मांडे काय म्हणले रेफरन्स पाहिजे ना. What Baba has said about Dr. Gani?
Yes.
We were we were intimate friends since our earliest years,
Mm.
and no one knows better than no one knows better than I how courageous and how loyal and loving was his heart. To
Wow.
me, therefore, Gani is irreplaceable, both as a friend and as a tool for my work.
Oh.
A very profound remark Baba has made about Dr. Gani. What a
Beautiful.
Pratapji, you said that Gandhi told you, oh, Mandali,
Gani used to tell us that this is the costliest diamond.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
This is
The
the
costliest.
costliest diamond which I am placing in your hands. Don't lose it, even at the cost of your life.
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
That is
Beautiful.
the Dr. Gani used to tell us.
Oh,
And he used to call him Sahib Zaman, that is the avatar of the age.
yeah, yeah. That's so Ghani was telling about Baba. Yeah,
Jai Baba. Now,
yeah.
Tell him, he
Thank
would
you.
tell
now
Poona, the
say
Baba lovers, he would tell.
Huh. Oh, yeah,
three
right.
times, yes, please.
Thank you. So three times we'll say Baba Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai, and then we'll
Yes,
disperse.
say
Avatar Meher
Meher
Baba Ki
Baba ki
Jai.
Meher
jai.
Baba ki
Jai.
jai.
Meher
Avatar
Avatar
Baba
Meher
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 Baba
Baba
Ki
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 Jai.
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 Avatar
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 Meher
Meher
Baba
Baba
Ki
ki
Baba
jai.
Ki
Jai.
Jai. Oh, thank you, Pratap.
Thank
Wonderful.
you, all of you.
Oh.
Thank you. Jai Baba to all.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Jai
sir.
Baba.
Thank you so
Beautiful,
much. Jai Baba.
beautiful. Thank
Jai Baba, Jai Baba.
Thank
Jai
you.
Baba. Jai Baba.
Oh,
Thank you.
Mm.
Jai Baba.
wow.
Always on time. Never too late.
And today we have Jeff as well here. Jeff is here. Jai
Yay.
Baba
Hi,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Thank you,
Beautiful.
Prakash. Very beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Very Prakash.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Rosalie, thank you. Very beautiful.
Ah,
Wow.
Oh, wow, special. Wow.
So here I put the comment referring to
did.
Baba. Yeah.
yeah.
There's a costless diamond I'm giving in your hands. So that's what Ghani told the Bhajan Mandali.
Bhajan Mandali,
Okay,
right.
yeah, I'm giving in your hands. Hold it firmly at the cost of your lives.
Even at the cost of your life. Yeah,
Yeah.
even at the cost of your life.
Hold it even at the cost of
Yeah.
about
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
he's
now
getting those singers.
Yeah. And now he's giving it to us. Pratap's giving it to us now. He's passed it along.
We're ringing out Pratap.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful to think of this because he was talking because when the young boys were with Ghani, they were young and very impressionable and they were new and here's this person who they loved and respected telling them this. So, imagine the power of those words to those young minds.
Yeah.